Hola, mis estudiantes virtuales. Welcome to your very last week of Spanish. No más español. This week, we're going to do describing in the past and present. Everything we've done so far has been present tense, but now we're going to start looking at the past. So today's lesson is called Cuando éramos pequeños. Cuando, when. Éramos, we were, not we are, but we were pequeños, little. Cuando éramos pequeños. So, ¿en qué clase estás? Para mí, periodo 1. Mi apellido es means my last name is. Mi apellido es Calles. ¿Cómo te llamas? How do you call yourself? What's your name? ¿Cómo te llamas? How do you call yourself? Me llamo. Myself, I call. Me llamo. Myself, I call. And then whatever your first name is, whatever you call yourself. Me llamo maestra. Me llamo maestra. I have lots of students ask about the submit. This is actually a math program. Desmos was designed by mathematicians to be used by mathematicians. So when you hit submit, it tries to read your equation. And so because you're not writing equations, it doesn't really do anything. ¿Cuál es la fecha de hoy? Hoy es lunes. Bleh, no me gusta el lunes. Hoy es lunes, el 10 de mayo. Lunes means Monday. I don't capitalize days of the week in Spanish. Mayo means May. I don't capitalize months of the year in Spanish. And 10 is the number. The number will always go in front of the month, 10 de mayo. Or, if you were paying attention last week, 5 de mayo, which just means May 5th, the 5th of May. ¿Cómo estás hoy? Ooh, I have some new ones here. ¿Cómo estás hoy? How are you today? Write a sentence. Me siento muy feliz. I feel very happy. Me siento, bien. I feel, fine. Me siento cansado or cansada. Me siento un poco triste, a little sad. Me siento triste. I feel sad. Me siento frustrado or frustrada, frustrated. Here are the 3 new ones. Me siento sorprendido, surprised. Me siento sorprendido. I would say me siento sorprendida because I choose feminine endings. I choose an A to end my adjectives as a feminine ending to describe myself. Me siento enojada, angry, enojada. Or me siento desilusionada, disappointed. Well, it's Monday. Me siento cansada. And again, my cansada, my tired, ends with an A. Because I identify as female, I choose feminine adjectives to describe myself. If I wanted to choose a masculine ending, I would choose an O, cansado. I want to choose feminine endings for me. Cansada. ¿Qué tiempo hace hoy? If you're looking over my shoulder, hace sol, it's sunny. No está nublado y no llueve. Hace calor, no hace calor. En mi opinión, hace fresco. Y no hace frío y no nieva. ¡Woo! No me gusta cuando nieva en mayo. Hace buen tiempo, it's good weather, or hace mal tiempo. En mi opinión, hace buen tiempo. En mi opinión, hace buen tiempo. In my opinion, it's nice weather. It makes good weather. Our agenda and goals for today. By the end of today, you should be able to answer some basic multiple choice questions in Spanish to describe your childhood. What were you like as a kid? What were you like in kindergarten? Just think, 9 more days and you're going to be a freshman in high school. What was it like in kindergarten? So write the learning goal for today in your own words. Answer multiple choice questions about my childhood. Answer questions about my childhood. So I'm going to be thinking about events that happened in the past. Lo siento. All right, reading workshop. We're going to get our brains ready to read. Do you remember what cognates are? Cognates are words that look similar in 2 languages. They sound similar in 2 languages, and they actually mean the same thing. Between Spanish and English, we use cognates to help us understand what we read. So, para leer, read carefully and use context clues to find out how to say the following in Spanish: decade, styles, music, before, and now. Modas. I can hit this little arrow here, and you can make it bigger so you can read. I highly suggest you make that bigger so you can read. In preview mode, I can't do it, but you can. Okay, modas. Well, that's the same, so that doesn't really tell me what that means. Antes, ahora. I don't know what that means. 1980. Well, that's 1980. I can figure that out. And this is 2020. I can figure that out. Okay. Década. Década is a cognate. It means decade. So the 1980s decade and the 2020 decade. Hey, antes probably means like old school or in the past or something like that. And like ahora probably means like nowadays or something like that. Okay. And then it says música here in the middle. Michael Jackson, Madonna, Janet Jackson, Whitney Houston. Yep. I graduated high school in 1980. And yeah, that was pretty much who we listened to. 2020. Ariana Grande, Lil Nas X. I don't even know who these people are. Bad Bunny. Okay, I know who Bad Bunny is. Billie Eilish. Okay. So read carefully and figure out how to say decade. Okay, I figured out the decade. The decade was década. That was a cognate. Figure out styles. I'm going to guess that modas means styles because that would make the sense that it would kind of be like the title. Modas would be styles. Modas. And it looks like model or mode, both of which could indicate style. Music. Oh, I saw that one. That's on the bottom black one. That's música. We've already talked about that one. That's a cognate. Okay, so before and after. I'm going to guess that before is the antes because that's on top of the 80s. And the now is ahora because that's the 2020 decade, right? That's the decade we're in. So, ¿cuál es tu música favorita? You don't have to write this in Spanish. You can write this in English. But what kind of music do you like? Me gusta. A mí me gusta. I like la música rock. Yeah, me gusta la música rock. All the old rock from the 1980s. Oh, we got some more reading. Okay, so if I remember right, so this was the decade, and then this was comparing music. So what are they comparing here? Películas. The Hate You Give, To All the Boys, Black Panther, Ghostbuster, Afterlife. And here it's the Karate Kid, E.T. Oh, those are movies. Películas are movies. Videojuegos, Pac-Man, Ms. Pac-Man, Super Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong, Madden NFL, Skyrim, Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto. Estrellas de Deportes. Cristiano Ronaldo. I know who that is. LeBron James, Serena Williams, and Floyd Mayweather. Estrellas de Deportes. Joe Montana, Magic Johnson, Mike Tyson, Wayne Gretzky. I know who all those guys are too. Dinero y empleo. Salario mínimo. Salario mínimo. Oh, wow. $3.95 por hora. $7.25 por hora. Wow. Coca-Cola de 12 onzas. 65 centavos. Huh. Okay. So, movies. Movies would be películas. That's in that black square in the middle. And video games, I know how to say that one. And tres, sports stars. That must be the next one. Estrellas de Deportes. And cuatro, money. Dinero y empleo. It's dinero. I've heard that before. Okay, ¿cómo se dice minimum wage? Minimum wage. Ooh, okay. So red would be salario mínimo. Blue would be promedio. And verde would be empleo. So how do I say minimum wage? Well, that's rojo. That's salario mínimo. Look. When I graduated high school in the 80s, it was $3.35 an hour. And now it's $7.25 an hour. It has not gone up very much, has it? ¿Cómo se dice jobs or employment? Okay, so it's not rojo. So the azul is promedio. And this one's empleo. Oh, employment must be here. Money and employment. So that would be that'd be verde. Sorry, verde. So the other one must promedio. Promedio must be average, like middle, like promedio. So the average house, $320,000 in the 20s. What was it when I graduated high school? $64,000. Ooh. Do you guys find it interesting that minimum wage has basically doubled, but the price of a house has basically gone up 4 times? So crazy. A little expensive to buy a house. Okay, we're going to do the presentación. I'm going to be talking about things that happened in the past. In the past. So be ready to listen for things in the past. 1, 2, 3, no inglés. Cuando era joven. Cuando yo era joven. Cuando yo era joven. Cuando yo era joven, me encantaba McDonald's. Me gustaba the Jetsons and the Flintstones. Cuando yo era joven, no me gustaba hablar español. Y odiaba el béisbol. Odiaba el béisbol. Sí, cuando yo era joven, odiaba el béisbol. En el jardín de niños. En el jardín de niños. En kinder. En kinder. Es la señora Lecker. La señora Lecker es maestra de kinder en Lincoln. Maestra Moon es la maestra de kinder en Lincoln. Sí, kinder. Yo en el jardín de niños. En el jardín de niños me gustaba montar en triciclo. No me gustaba montar en bicicleta. Yo era pequeña. La bicicleta era grande. En el jardín de niños Me gustaba jugar con bloques. Jugar con carritos me daba igual. No importaba. Carritos sí, carritos no. No importaba. Me gustaba jugar con bloques. ¿Y con muñecas? Me encantaba. Oh, me encantaba jugar con muñecas. Sí, era mi juguete favorito. En el jardín de kinder, me encantaba hacer arte. Me gustaba dibujar. Me gustaba colorear. Me encantaba pintar. Me encantaba pintar con mis dedos. Sí. En el jardín de los niños, me gustaba jugar con mis compañeros. Compañeros son amigos en la escuela. Amigos en la escuela. Me gustaba jugar en el patio de recreo. En el patio de recreo en la escuela. Cuando yo era joven, no tenía un parque infantil. No existía. No existía. No. Pero me gustaba jugar con mis compañeros en el patio de recreo en la escuela. Okay, back to Desmos. So I told you about things that I liked or didn't like to do. Some things that I loved to do when I was in kindergarten. El jardín de niños. El jardín de niños. What did I like? What did I talk about? What were some things I liked to do in kindergarten? I loved to paint and draw and color and play with dolls and blocks. And I didn't really like to play with cars. I mean, I never said no, but wasn't my favorite. Okay. There were some other things I talked about, but that's enough. Okay, let's talk about you guys. So, selecciona las actividades que a ti te gustaban cuando era pequeña en el jardín de niños. What did you like to do when you were a little kid? Did you like tests, exámenes? When you were in kindergarten? No, you didn't even know. I didn't even know what those were. Trabajar, to work. Did you like to go to work when you were in kindergarten? No. How about your friends? Oh, yeah, I liked having my friends. I had some good friends in kindergarten. Me gustaba colorear. I liked to color. No me gustaba. Odiaba el baloncesto. Sí, no me gustaba. Y música. No, me daba igual la música. Bloques, sí, me gustaba bloques. Yoga. Yoga. Cuando yo era en el jardín de niños, no. Romance, absolutamente no. Tarea, homework, no. Naps, sí, me gustaba descansar. I liked to descansar, to take a nap, to rest. Cochecitos, carritos, little playing with cars, cochecitos, carritos, yeah, me daba igual. Muñecas, sí, me encantaba. Ver tele. You guys, I am so old. Cuando yo era joven, me gustaba ver tele en blanco y negro and white and black. Yeah, no color TV for me in kindergarten. Parque Infantil. We didn't have all that playground equipment. We had a set of swings and a slide. And through 6th grade, that was it. That was all we ever had. So I feel like I can't do the playground equipment. Teatro, sí. Bueno, en kinder, no. Monopatín, didn't even know what those were when I was in kindergarten. Pintar, sí. Videos, didn't exist. Videojuegos, didn't exist. And libros, sí. Me gustaban los libros, sí. Me gustaba leer. So, en el jardín de niños, in kindergarten, me gustaba, and I'm just going to do pintar. I have really fond memories of painting with Mrs. Bloom. Mrs. Bloom was my kindergarten teacher. Selecciona las actividades que tú prefieres hoy en día. Hoy en día, nowadays. Right now, what do you guys prefer to do now? Ping pong, fútbol, videos, sí. Monopatín, videojuegos, baloncesto, bloques, snowboard, teatro, esquiar, pinta. I still do like to paint. Tarea, me da igual. Fútbol americano, atletismo, pista y campo. This is your track. Atletismo, track. Tenis, trabajar. I do like to work. Exámenes, ver tele. Parque infantil, cochecitos, patinar sobre hielo, libros. I still like to color. Romance, yeah. Música, sí. Hockey, voleibol, no. Yoga, sí. Muñeca. I still like dolls. So when I do hoy en día, the last slide I said me gustaba. But that's talking about stuff in kindergarten. How do I say right now, I like to? We've been practicing that for a long time. How do you say I like? Me gusta, that's the present tense. Me gusta ver la tele. I like to watch TV. Okay, test your memory. En el jardín de niños. What was something I liked? We're going to see if you guys remember. What was something I liked? A maestra le gustaba. What was something that maestra liked? Do you remember? What did I talk about? Yeah, there's a lot of things like pintar, jugar con muñecas. I liked to paint and play with dolls. Hoy en día, I'm the special person. What do I prefer nowadays? Hoy en día, prefiere ver or mirar. Let's use mirar. Mirar la televisión. La tele. Sí. Let's just skip this one. Shared writing. So, a maestra, because I'm the special person, le gustaba pintar en el jardín de niños. Okay. Teacher liked to paint in kindergarten. Hoy en día, nowadays, prefiere mirar la tele. Yep. A maestra le gustaba pintar en el jardín de niños. Hoy en día, I'm going to change the prefiere to le gusta. So on the next page, they're going to ask what I noticed. And here's what I noticed. When I talk about things I liked in the past, I say gustaba. But in the present, I say gusta. So a maestra le, to her, was pleasing to paint. And nowadays, to her, it is pleasing to watch television. So gustaba is liked. in the past. And gusta is likes in the present. Okay. A ti te gustaba. ¿Qué te gustaba en el jardín de niños? What did you like in kindergarten? Select everything that applies and then write, if you can, try writing me a sentence in Spanish. And maybe you remember some of the old things. Did you like to swim? Did you like to drink hot cocoa? Do you remember any of those? Did you like to take a walk in the park? We did a lot of verbs before this time, so maybe you guys can make me a sentence with that. Here's a note if you want to send me something and let me know what's going on. And hasta mañana.